Hello there, Golf Freak here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Noire. We last left off. Got another similar murder. And we're gonna go check out the El Dorado bar.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Temp guy from... Oh, it's gotta be him. Come on.
Years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily.
We have a lot
Temp
of
guy
ladies
from
like
the
that in
agency.
here.
That's...
But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
It's gotta be the guy. That's just... It fits way too well.
That goddamn waitress?
A waitress.
I want to talk about this temp.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting table? You want a tip?
Divorce
Refill
papers.
my coffee next time, honey.
Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
We know that.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. You know, the temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Well, I'm gonna doubt that.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Temp.
Take it
It's gotta
easy.
be.
She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
I think that's the truth. Maybe.
She attract any interest?
There we go.
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Who is the temp?
No problem.
Who is the temp? It's gotta be the
Hey.
same guy from before.
Get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best.
I don't
One
even know
last
what
question.
case that
what
was
size
on.
shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have white feet.
I want to talk about the term.
Excuse me. Would you, detectives?
Excuse me. Jeez. That guy.
Sam is
It's got to be
taking
the
me
same
to
guy.
for the weekend.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice. Really. He drove me up to Mojave and did some.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting table?
Just picked fruit market. That's where Antonia went to call for a cab last night.
I just noticed I got my doubly bypass on. That's why my sounds. Holy cow, I sound different. Talking. Not talking. Talking. Wow, that is a lot different, at least to me. That's because I got surround sound going for me right now. You guys probably won't hear the difference, but Interesting. Let's go to that fruit market place.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Just picked. I'm a cop who can't think to, you know, sprint. Oh, now I sprint. What the heck?
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
There's a cop car in the background.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Wait a minute.
If that hill won't buy me something nice, I'll find someone who will.
You look like the guy from before, earlier in the game.
That's the cop from the newspapers.
Talk to you. You're in the newspaper and you're looking off into nowhere.
This is a busy street, okay?
If you can fake sincerity, you got it.
Who am I supposed to be talking to? The cop?
Sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
Wait a minute.
I've only seen what's left of her. I can't help you.
This is the crime scene. Durr.
Help me out.
I've said it right from the start. We should come down hard on the husband. Let's check his place out.
We need to come back later. Is that it? It says we're open. Maybe that's the place next door. Maybe that's this place. Oh, whatever.
You can drive.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Wait a minute. Didn't I go check out the bar? Did I miss something?
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
I'm assuming that's fourth one on the third floor.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
What the?
I got it.
Hey! Didn't even give me a chance to block, jerk.
What do you think? Now look.
I got nothing to say to you.
What? Hard to finish. Oh, dang. I pick up my hat now.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
He's called him Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
My hat just spontaneously reappears.
I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Why not? Finbar is a fine name. Nothing wrong with Finbar. Is it Finbar? Nothing wrong with Finbar. Finbar, is there Finbar? Huh, Finbar? Anything? No. Ah, deep breath after getting punched in the face. Okay. Whoa, we got a clue.
Nope.
That was it. Really?
Just picked fruit market. Suppliers to the El Dorado.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Interesting. So we have the possibility of him knowing she was there. El Dorado Bar.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
We've already been there. We're gonna have to go.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Still have to get that blood tested. Let's go back up.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
No good. Nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Okay. Last door. Door number 302.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar. Operator, give me dispatch.
Not looking good for the husband, but it still looks suspicious.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thank you.
Oof. This guy probably preys on people that are in like getting divorced so that he can pin all the blame on the husbands. Oh man, this guy's good if he is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the temp, but it is not looking good for the husband.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
What's it to you? Let's go to the Central Police Station.
Galloway, I need you.
Keep your shirt on. It's coming.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now he sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Seeing the body? Fucking case just nozzled it.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Mouthpiece torch strips off.
I don't want to go downstairs. Wait, Pinker.
You gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
Where is downstairs?
I got the jitters again.
Is to be kept locked at all times.
He's good looking for a policeman.
Well, thank you.
Well, this day was a total waste of makeup.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Why are you going down these stairs so slowly?
I don't need this.
Any ideas?
If the brass are handling Dahlia evidence, they'll have it locked up in the tech services dungeon. Let's go.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my staff.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case. Keep upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Sittest? Though now thou sittest, let the hour come.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Okay. I can't run. Why can't I run?
What are you waiting for?
Apparently my character is an idiot.
He's good looking for a policeman. He just refuses
Yeah,
to
I'm thinking
accompany
of
me
moving
to
up to
church.
45. I want to stop you with one round.
I swear, this sounds going
Improved
great
your
well.
attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Where did you go?
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Ah, we got him. Okay, it is the alibi.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Quit lying to me.
Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Gosh darn it. How does this guy know? There's no way.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Yeah, that follows.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
What box?
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Really? Really? Almost looks like truth. Actually, the blood is consistent with that. I'm assuming he's right-handed. If he cut his left cheek, the blood would have dribbled down on his shirt, and he would have tried to wipe it off with his right hand. And if there's already blood on his shirt, he would have just used it. So that is possibly the truth. We have 3 intuition. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Doubt. Okay, well, everyone's going with doubt, but the blood actually follows.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito. He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places.
Lie.
We used to buy
Maybe.
fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never find this stuff.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. Now, we'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off with him at night. This case will be shut like all the others.
Yeah, but wouldn't that we also be able to charge him for withholding evidence from a criminal investigation? I mean, he didn't come forward with it. Not the car described.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Who are you talking to?
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Hold on. Is this the bar? Is this the temp?
Okay, I'll go then if we're done.
No, he's the owner and proprietor. Weird.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
I don't think I have anything to call him on that.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Oh.
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
This one's tricky. I'm gonna have to use intuition point. I'm using them a lot. Doubt. Okay.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
That follows. Truth.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can.
Okay, from the
Don't you
bar,
have to
he
get
was
a court
referring from
order
the
or
back.
something? I have rights.
Clem?
Shh. I think this brown Ford Coupe. Jeez. Breaking and entering.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Wow.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
No. It's not this guy. It's not this guy. I mean, his story checks out. Both suspects have the exact same story.
We should go out afterwards.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
What was it? I don't remember. $253.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Nope, that's what I wanted. No dialogue? And you know what? That is extremely choosy of that particular verse, and it is not taken in context when read only in that respect. And then there's wives, yeah, there's part of it that's not there about the husbands being responsible as well, I do believe. Or I'm thinking of another verse where it's like, wives love your husbands and husbands respect your wives. But anyway.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
I gotta chase him. I wanna cut this video off. Can I pause? I'll pause and do another one. Okay, sure. I'll just cut it off here. So thank you very much for watching, and God bless.